Okay, we're now on B9, page 12, and we're going to talk about using the shape builder tool. So far we've used the divide and the unite. Divide works out nicely because anything that's overlapped all divides into pieces. Unite is nice because anything that overlaps is all just meshed into one. However, if you're going to do a combination of those things, or an option we have not done yet called minus front, it's much easier to use the shape builder tool. So when you're going to be doing lots of things to the same series of shapes, you're going to want to use shape builder. Okay. We're going to go back to that outline view for this because I think it makes more sense in outline view. So press Control Y in outline view. It's just easier to see without the fills. And we're going to draw a series of shapes. Now I have those shapes on the packet, and you can draw them wherever you want to. But we're going to draw essentially a triangle, a rectangle, and we're going to use some ellipses. So let's show you how to do that. So first we're going to use a rectangle, and click your rectangle tool, and then just draw a rectangle like so. I'm just going to use these dots. Okay. Now to turn the rectangle into a triangle, we're going to remove the top point here, and then it will make a right triangle. To do that, over where the pen tool is, click and hold, and there's a delete anchor point tool. You can also use minus sign, and then click on this top corner point and it will go away. And so now we have a right triangle. Okay, so I've got that there. Now we're going to draw a tall rectangle that's going to go over here and overlaps the end. So it's going to go above and beyond, above and below and beyond the edge. Okay, so kind of like that, something like that. Okay, and then we're going to draw two ovals, a little oval and a big oval. So I'm going to go grab my ellipse tool, and I'm going to rotate this oval. So I'm just going to kind of draw it and then reshape it. So there it is. I'm going to kind of rotate it around like the way the triangle is going, and switch back to my regular tool. By the way, you can't grab a hold of things in the middle when you're in outline view. You have to use the edges. Okay, so we're going to let this overlap that, and we want it to go, I'm going to stretch it out. We want it to go to the end here, but where we can still see, let me zoom up, but where we can still see a little bit this on the end, okay, because we still want to have that line there. But this is going to divide the beak into a top and a bottom, okay? And then we're going to take a little circle kind of thing and draw it down here at the end that's going to overlap both of these sides as well, like so, okay? There we go. So there's all of those. Now we're going to select all four of these shapes. And again, if we're going to select them holding shift, we have to click one, hold shift, and click the edge of the path on each of them. So hold shift and click this one, hold shift and click this one, hold shift and click this one. So now I've got all four of the paths selected, and we're going to go into the shape builder. Okay, so come over here and find the shape builder. It looks like two overlapping circles with an arrow. And in Shape Builder, there's two things you can do. You either drag across things to merge them into one, or you hold the Alt key and you click on something to punch it out. Okay, that's how it works. It either punches or it merges. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the outside parts around here. Now let's just take a look real quick at what we're making so that you can see once again what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to have left over a black solid piece here, these two parts here, and a little chunk here. Okay, so we're getting rid of all the overlapping pieces so they're no longer there. Okay, so I'm going to hold Alt to punch this part out. See, I got rid of it. That's what we're doing here. So we're getting rid of all of that area. I'm going to get rid of this out here too. And you just kind of keep working around. I'm holding down Alt, getting rid of all these pieces. Okay, so I've got this piece, but I need this to be one piece, right? So I'm just going to let go of Alt. I'm just going to drag across and see how they combined into one. Okay, and so this looks good. I don't have any weird overlaps anywhere else, so for the most part, this goes together. But if you had an overlap, you'd want to combine, but I don't need to there. I do need to combine this little piece with this side. So I'm going to just drag across those. Okay, so this part here, those two are good. Now I got extra pieces, so hold down Alt and click, and then this little piece is going to stay separate because I want to be able to make it a different color. So when it's all said and done, you got 4 pieces. This, 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 and this. And it's fine that yours look a little different than mine. Doesn't matter. Okay? Now, if we go to normal view, Control Y, it's all black. And so that's kind of hard to tell, what else everything's supposed to be. Let's go back to your main selection arrow. Okay, I'm going to click on this top one. We're going to make it the light color and this one the dark color. And then this will be black and this will be black. And it all looks good. So now we have the toucan beak. But we're going to shape it and add some gradients to it in the next session.